Hello, Ramesh Srinivasan here. Today we are going to see laws of reflection of light in vector form. We have learnt in our younger classes that angle of reflection is equal to the angle of incidence, then the incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray lie on the same plane. Now, why does this happen? Why is it that R, the angle of reflection, is equal to the angle of incidence? That is because the collision is elastic. The collision on a mirror, the collision of the light particles on the mirror is elastic. Let us try to see, supposing there is a table here and let's say there is no gravity and we shoot a ball like that onto that, we draw a normal. If the velocity is v, I can resolve this as vx and vy, and when it strikes here, this vy which is there gets reversed. I am showing only the magnitude. Vy gets reversed and vx remains as it is. Now vy gets reversed and there is no loss of energy, kinetic energy. That is, we are saying is an elastic collision. And again, there is no friction or anything like that. So Vx goes undiminished as Vx. So if you see the resultant of these two, it will be V like this. And the angles, these two angles, I, and if this is R, I will be equal to R. That is the idea. So to get the laws of reflection of light in the vector form, first of all, let us see how we can resolve a vector into two orthogonal components and its notation. Let us try to understand this. Supposing I have got a vector A, supposing I have a vector A and I wish to resolve it. This is a unit vector b cap. A unit vector has got magnitude 1 and it indicates a direction. Unit vector, we know several unit vectors I, j, k. In fact, there are infinite number of unit vectors. As many vectors there are, that many unit vectors are there. If you have a vector a unit vector a cap is defined as the vector a divided by its magnitude. So we are assuming that there is a unit vector b here, and now we would like to resolve a along b, get the component of a along b and get the component of a perpendicular to b. So what do we do? From here I will draw a perpendicular. This is a perpendicular. This will be the vector along b, and this is the other vector. I can complete the rectangle by drawing a line parallel to B and from here drawing a perpendicular. So this is the other vector. These are the two orthogonal components of A. Let's see how we can write it in terms of B. If the angle is theta, I can say this is A cos theta. Magnitude. Magnitude wise, I can say this is A cos theta. A cos theta can be written as A dot B cap. We know from dot product A dot B is AB cos theta. So A dot B will be A into B is a unit vector, so 1 into cos theta. So therefore, A cos theta can be written as A dot B cap. Now we want this component in vector form. This gives only the magnitude. So A dot B cap is the magnitude and it is along B cap. So I will put another B cap. So this is the vector component of A along B. So then the question is, what is this vector? Very simply, we know the two orthogonal components add up to the original vector. Therefore, I can say this is nothing but the original vector A minus this component vectorially. That is A dot B cap into B cap. That is this component. Okay. So now let's come to a mirror. This is a mirror. The light is incident like this. This direction we'll call it as E1 cap, and at this point I am going to draw the normal vector, unit vector, normal vector. So I can now get the component along n and perpendicular to n. So what do? Use this formula straight away. A dot B naught, A dot B cap, B cap. So it will be, let me show the components. This is E cap, E1 cap. I will resolve it this way. This is E1 cap. N cap is like this. So this is in the direction of opposite, of course, to n cap. It doesn't matter, because even if B cap and B cap, if you change the direction, instead of B cap being like this, you put it this way, the other way, minus B cap and minus B cap will again become plus B cap. So it doesn't matter whether n is downward or upward. So this will be, this vector would be E1 cap dot n cap into n cap. That will be the vector. And this vector is going to be E1 minus this E1 cap dot n cap into n cap. Those are the two components. Now what happens? This vector goes undeviated. Just like here we saw that this component of this ball, when Vx was unaffected, in the same way this goes the same way. That is, this would be E1 cap minus E1 cap dot n cap, and this vector, because of the collision, is going to get reversed. So this would be like this. It would be minus, why minus? Because the direction has changed. E1 cap dot n cap into n cap. So if you take the resultant of these two, this is one vector, this is the other vector, this is the resultant emergent ray, the reflected ray rather, E2 cap. So we have to add these two vectors. So what will E2 cap be? E2 cap will be this vector plus this vector. If you add this, these two terms are identical. So you will get E2 cap is equal to E1 cap minus 2 E1 cap dot n cap n cap. That is the direction of the reflected ray. So this formula we can straight away use when we know the directions of E1 and n. So let us take some problems. We are told that the incident ray, this is a question, we are told that the incident ray just a minute. We are told that the incident ray is along I cap minus plus j cap minus k cap, and the mirror is in the xy plane. You are asked what is the unit vector along the reflected ray. What is the unit vector along the reflected ray? That is the question. So first of all, let us get, so we straight away use this formula. So let us say the incident ray. The incident ray is not this vector is not a unit vector because its magnitude is root 3. Remember, when you have a vector xi plus yj plus zk, the magnitude is root of x squared plus y squared plus z squared. So therefore, E1 cap would be I cap plus j cap minus k cap by root 3. The normal vector n cap, because the mirror is along the xy plane, the normal vector will be along the z axis. So we will take it as k cap. You can even take it as minus k cap, it doesn't matter. As I said, whether you take n as k cap or minus k cap, it wouldn't matter because the minus and minus would make it plus. So that's it, straight away use this now, E1. So E2 would be equal to E1. E1 is I cap plus j cap minus k cap by root 3 minus 2 into I cap plus j cap minus k cap by root 3 dot k cap, and this into k cap. So this will be I cap plus j cap minus k cap by root 3. This would be I dot k is 0 because the angle is 90, cos 90 is 0, j dot k is 0. So, and this minus and minus is going to make it plus. So you will get plus 2 by root 3 k cap, just k cap. So if you simplify this, you will get I cap plus j cap minus k and plus 2k is plus k cap by root 3. That will be the answer. That is the direction of the reflected ray. Let us take another question. I will write this formula here. E2 equals E1 minus 2 into E1 cap dot n cap. So this problem says that the normal, another question, the normal is along I plus j, and the incident ray is along I plus j minus k. We would like to know what is E2. That is, what is the direction of the reflected ray. So as you can see, both these are not unit vectors. N cap would be I plus j by root 2, 1 root of 1 squared plus 1 squared, root 2, and E1 cap would be I plus j minus k by root 3. So what is E2? E2 cap would be I1 plus j cap minus k cap by root 3 minus 2 into I cap plus j cap minus k cap dot by root 3 dot I cap plus j cap by root 2 this into I cap plus j cap by root 2n. This is vector n. So if you simplify this, what is this going to be? This would be this 2 will, this root 2 into root 2 is 2, and that will cancel with this 2, and you have basically here I plus j minus k by root 3 minus, what would this be? This is going to be I dot I is 1, j dot j is 1, and there is no k here, so the dot product will be 1 plus 1 by root 3 into I plus j. So that's going to be root 3 is common. You will have I plus j minus k, I plus j minus k, I plus j minus k. This is minus 2i and minus 2j. So this would be minus I cap minus j cap minus k cap by root 3. That is the answer. Okay. Now let's take one more question. Now there are two mirrors. We have two mirrors. The incident ray is along. The incident ray is along I plus j plus k. There are two mirrors, one in the xz plane and another in the yz plane. So we would like to know what is the direction of the reflected ray after two reflections. So if the first mirror in the xz plane, the normal will be along the y-axis. So n1 cap would be, I am calling it as n1 cap and n2 cap. There are two normals now. We will have to apply this formula twice. So n1 cap will be j cap and n2 cap will be I cap. For the yz plane, the normal will be along this. And E1 cap will be I plus j plus k by root 3. Remember, this is not a unit vector, so we have to convert it into a unit vector. So let us get E2. E2 cap would be E1, which is I plus j plus k by root 3 minus 2 into I cap plus j cap plus k cap by root 3 dot j cap, and this whole again j cap. So this will be equal to I cap plus j cap plus k cap by root 3. There is a root 3 here also, so I will extend this. Now see, I dot j is 0, k dot j is 0. So you will have j dot j as 1 and you will have minus. You will have j dot j is 1, I dot j is 0. So this is going to be 1. So 2j minus 2j. So this would be would be I minus 2j plus k, I minus 2j plus k by root 3. That is E2. Take a good look. I dot j0, j dot j1, k dot j0. So 2 into 1 is 2, 2 by root 3, 2 by root 3, this is 2j. Now we'll find E3. Let's find E3. Let me erase this. E2 will now be the new incident. The reflected ray will now behave as the incident ray for the second reflection. So E3, we want E3. E3 would be E2 cap minus 2 E2 cap N2 into N2 cap. So let's write this. E2 is I minus 2j plus k by root 3 minus 2 into I minus 2j plus k by root 3 dot n2, n2 is I cap into I cap, the whole I cap again. This is a scalar because the dot product is a scalar. So to make it a vector, it must be multiplied to a unit vector. So what will this be? This will be root 3 is common. I have I minus 2j plus k cap. I dot I is 1. These two terms will vanish. J dot I is 0, k dot I is 0. So I dot I is 1. So I will get minus 2i. Minus 2i. I made a small mistake here. J minus 2j is not minus 2j, it is only minus j. So this is minus j. Minus j. So here this is minus j. This 2 is not there. This 2 is not there. Minus j. Minus j. Okay. So it will be minus j. Minus j minus 2i, that will be the. So if you simplify this, it will be minus I minus j plus root k by root 3. That is the answer. Thank you.